Most haunted cities in America. Number 1. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah is one of the cities the American Institute of Parapsychology gets the most reports about. It has that perfect combination of a deep history and a lot of underground water that make it a perfect place to stick around. The Mercer House was the home of Jim Williams, a voodoo practicing antiques dealer and the main character in Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. The home is said to be haunted by the man he allegedly killed in a heated argument, though he was acquitted in 3 separate trials. In nearby Bonaventure Cemetery, the spooky Spawny Sh. Moss-draped cemetery where the famous bird girl statue is from the cover of the book, visitors report hearing laughter and conversations, and a pack of ghost dogs that haunt its grounds. Several ghost sightings were reported at Fort Pulaski, a Civil War fort, during the filming of the movie Glory. The Pirate's House restaurant, thought to be one of the inspirations for Treasure Island, is said to be haunted by a gruff sailor and a pirate named Captain Flint. And Anna Powers, a scorned lover, is said to be a permanent resident in room 204 of the 1790 hotel. Number 2. Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. Gettysburg is the site of one of the most massive Civil War battles that resulted in 51,000 deaths, and all 40 miles of its battlefield are thought to have paranormal activity. Ghosts are said to turn up in photos taken in the town from time to time, including the ghost of Confederate General Robert E. Lee. So much emotional energy was expended at Gettysburg, you have to think that some of it must remain. Mark Nesbitt, an author and historian, said in a television documentary, Civil War buffs have reported ghost sightings and the sounds of phantom cannon fire there during reenactments. Imagine how confusing that must be for the ghosts. Their spirit energy is trapped there, and now they find the war is still raging on nearly 150 years later. One of the most eerie tales from Gettysburg comes from 2 school administrators at the offices of Gettysburg College, which was once the site of a field hospital. It was nearly midnight when they were leaving. They pressed 1 on the elevator, but it took them to the basement. When the doors opened, they saw the field hospital, with amputations in progress. One of the orderlies looked up at them, chilling them to the bone. There are many ghost tours, which are great for learning the local lore, but Nichols suggests that, as a general rule of thumb for ghost hunting, spending the night in an inn thought to be haunted is a good way to increase your chances of an encounter. Gettysburg has many of these, including the Quality Inn at General Lee's headquarters, and the Cashtown Inn and Restaurant. Number 3. Salem, Massachusetts. Famous for its vicious witch trials in the 1600s, Salem is thought to be haunted by the spirits of 19 witches, who were put to death for their alleged crimes. Some say their spirits linger at Gallows Hills, the site of their executions, while others roam elsewhere. The spirit of Bridget Bishop is said to haunt the Lyceum Bar and Grill, where she used to own an apple orchard. And the spirit of Farmer Giles Corey, also accused of witchcraft, is said to haunt the Howard Street Cemetery. A sighting is considered an omen of something bad to come. Today, the town has become a kitschy tapestry of witch tales and tours, but visitors say they get an eerie feeling when they visit some of its historic sites like the House of Seven Gables, the inspiration for Nathaniel Hawthorne's tale exposing the witch trials his grandfather presided over as hypocrisy and injustice. Number 4. New Orleans, Louisiana. New Orleans has voodoo and slavery in its roots, and limestone in its geography, creating a perfect elixir for the spirit world. Various wars, slavery, torture and murder have taken place there, Nichols said, so there is just about any type of ghostly legend imaginable. Antoine's Restaurant is one of the French Creole restaurants that put New Orleans on the culinary map, and proprietor Antoine Alciator, who opened it in 1868, is said to still preside over its various dining rooms, wearing a tuxedo. Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen of New Orleans, is thought to be the city's most famous ghost. She is buried in the St. Louis Cemetery on the edge of the French Quarter, and if you need to ask her for a favor, legend has it that all you have to do is knock on her crypt 3 times. Some people leave her money, alcohol, flowers, or other items to win her favor. Number 5. San Antonio, Texas. San Antonio is one of the oldest cities in the U.S., and ghost stories have been floating around for hundreds of years. The Alamo, the site of the famous battle between Mexican and Texan troops that claimed the life of Davy Crockett, has seen many deaths, and some still claim to see apparitions patrolling the roof and hear prisoners moaning. Many buildings along the River Walk are said to be haunted, including the Alamo Street Restaurant and Theater. Former actress Margaret Githing is said to watch performances from the balcony in a long flowing dress. A young boy named Eddie is said to bang around the kitchen and enjoys playing pranks. A section of railroad tracks just south of San Antonio, near the San Juan Mission, is said to be haunted by the ghosts of children who were killed more than 50 years ago when their bus stalled on the tracks. It is said that any car that stops near the tracks will be pushed by unseen hands across the tracks to avoid a similar fate. Thank you.